The Billy V Radio Show.
Hi, everybody. Happy Aloha Friday. Good afternoon. Hi, you guys. Hi, Colleen. 50 here in Lawton. Oh, well, you know what? We were like almost the same temperature this morning. Wow, we were in the 50s in Hawaii. It was crazy. Carl, how are you? Aloha no. Jazzy, tell her 55 in Mililani Mauka this morning. Yeah. I was, dude, so I thought it was going to give you all morning long because it was the same temperature we have in California. My main screen. Up here there's overlays and there's scenes. Scenes are the things that I put on top here. the different, okay, so I've got a scene for the intro. And then the layers, overlays is the stuff that I can put, a picture on it, or me on another camera. Wow, Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you very much. Welcome to the broadcast. Hi, Sherry. Rie, always good to see you. Hi, Victoria. Tucson. Wow. Awesome. Three things for a longer life and happier family. Wash your hands, wear your mask, stand apart. In our family, we've got keiki, we've got kupuna, and we're always conscious about how close we are to people, especially for me. I'm high risk as a cancer survivor. So it's about the we, not the me. It's a kako thing. So make sure that you stand together by standing apart. Dancers are joining us in the background there. Okay, there we go. Okay, kind of a nice groove. Aloha no, aloha kako. Welcome to our broadcast. It's Billy V live on the air, and we've got a interesting show for you today. We have guests that are pre-recorded, guests that are live. We are also doing some items that have to do with the Super Bowl Sunday. So, a little bit different here, gang. In the comments, let me know who you're rooting for. Okay, are you rooting for Tampa Bay? Are you rooting for Kansas City? Super Bowl coming up this coming Sunday. And by the way, here in Hawaii, it is being broadcast on Hawaii News Now on CBS. So once again, in the comments, go ahead and leave. Are you rooting for Kansas City or are you rooting for Tampa Bay? All right. Happy Super Bowl weekend to you. We've got lots coming up for you in just a couple of moments, but first of all, let's go say hi in the gallery. So weather-wise, here in Hawaii, we were doing temperature checks this morning because it was cold here in Hawaii. Some of you are going to laugh when I say cold. 55 degrees. Okay, that's up in Mililani Mauka, and I was up there with my cameraman Jared, and it was cold to Hawaii standards. And so, but it was funny because in my first interview with somebody, there was a young lady there. I says, "Do you mind if I talk to you on camera, live on TV?" She goes, "Okay." "What are we talking about?" I go, "Weather." "Oh, okay, I can talk about that." So I says, "Hi, where do you live?" She goes, "Mililani Mauka." I says, "Oh, okay, great. So is it cold?" She goes, "No." Right away, the newsroom started to laugh, and I knew where this interview was going. So I says, "So, you're not cold?" She goes, "No, this is Mililani. This is the way it is." I says, "Okay, so you came over, you were right next to Starbucks. There's a long drive-through line. You walked in, you got a drink. Must be a nice, warm, toasty drink." She goes, "No, it's an iced drink. And she holds it up for the camera, and you just hear the laughter in the newsroom, and I'm just like, okay, so we're not going to win it all on this one. Anyway, Colleen Patterson says, over there in Oklahoma, about 50 degrees. So that's basically Mililani Mauka this morning. And it got a couple of degrees colder just before sunrise, as it always does. Carl is over in Kailua Kona. A little bit different weather there because they are the warmest spot in the state. They've had temperatures in the 70s this morning. And then, of course, they've gotten near 80 and 80 degrees today. So, Tucson, Victoria, thank you so much. Nice to see you. Rie is always here. Nice to have you on the show. Sherry from Nashville. That's awesome. Glad to have you here. Where temperature check. Thank you very much. Sherry says it is 39 degrees. You know what? Let's see. Can I make that a little bit bigger? I don't think I can right now. We'll try to make the comments a little bit bigger. And built a snowman a couple of weeks ago. Laura is always here from San Diego. San Diego, and she could let us know, and she actually, we brought up a picture of San Diego coming last week, so that was kind of nice. Kevin's over in Florida. Kevin, we're going to go visit where you are coming up in just a little bit, so don't go away. We're going to show a little bit of Florida since we're talking Super Bowl today. Let me see, and Kevin said hi to Leon. Awesome. Leon is one of our producers today, and also Jaslyn is moderating. So if you're online and you're seeing comments, some of them coming from me, but if you see Billy V live, then they're coming from our moderators and our producers in studio. So Victoria says it's 73 there. Gail's always over in the windward side of Oahu in Maunawili. 59 degrees when you woke up. Yep, that's just about right. Colleen, there we go. First one, KC. Okay, so Sherry, Colleen, we got something for you coming up in just a little bit. Sherry says video keeps glitching. All right, got it. Thank you very much. We've had some problems there with the video in a little bit. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, inside of the green room, I do see Mele Apana. We are going to get to her coming up in just minutes from now. You can't see her. I can see her, and she is festive and ready to go. She's going to be on television. You're going to be able to see her no matter where you are, in or out of Hawaii. Details on that coming up in just a few moments. Let's go ahead and get outside for a couple of moments and kind of give you a live look. All right, there we go. GB Del Barrio gives us our music, and this is a live look. For those of you that are outside of Hawaii, this is Pipeline. Sun is out. Water's kind of cold. A little bit of a wind-blown effect over there. They've had some big surf over there, but it's on the way down. So once again, surf on the way down over on the North Shore. Let's also give you kind of a little bit of a look here, because since we're talking about the Super Bowl, let's give you a look, see if we can. Yeah, there we go. This is Tampa right now. This is a live shot for you. Once again, Tampa Bay is the home of Super Bowl 55. So we are getting geared up. Everybody's getting geared up. Coming up in just a couple of moments, we will talk about one of the teams. That's coming up in just a little bit. Before we get to our guests and our interviews here on this Aloha Friday, a little bit of headline news for you. First of all, Remember Christopher Plummer, who was part of the motion picture The Sound of Music? He passed away at the age of 91 today. What an amazing actor. So many different roles that he's played. In The House of Music, he kind of went throughout the years thinking that it was kind of a mushy role, but in there was such a presence from him. Strong, but not too strong. And being able to allow the feelings of his fellow actors to influence, and you saw those changes in him as you went throughout the movie from one dynamic to the other. So there's a lot of people that are missing him today. Even on the Star Trek side, which that's really me, he played the role of General Chang in the Undiscovered Country back in the motion pictures with the original series of Star Trek. But once again, a great and wonderful actor who has left us at the age of 91, Christopher Plummer. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about a Disney Plus for a couple of moments. What I want to do is I want to bring this young lady here into the out from the green room, and I'm going to have to check some things here on my board. Let's go ahead and bring in. Let's see if I can here. And ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mele Apana. Okay, so let's kind of set the stage here. There was Doogie Howser back in the day. There's Doogie Kamealoha on Disney Plus. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Doogie Kamealoha's auntie, who is played by the one and only Mele Apana. Mels, I don't know how much you can tell us, and that's okay if you can't go through, certain information, just let me know. Does your character have a name?
Auntie. I'm just Auntie. I'm actually Walter's auntie, who's played by Alex Iono. Remember he was on Finding Ohana on Netflix?
So that's why Alex is still in town.
Yes, he's still in town. Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
also Peyton Lee plays Doogie Kamealoha, but Jason Scott Lee is also a part of this, the Disney Plus show that's coming out in just a little bit.
He plays Doogie Kamealoha's dad?
Yeah, the father.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your character.
I'm the auntie. I'm auntie number one. There's two of us, and a shout out to her auntie Leanne. Leanne Alo. She's been in the television business and movies for over 30 years, and she is such a crack up. I love her so much, and we just gelled. But I'm the auntie. I'm actually Walter's auntie, and it's so funny because basically I get to play myself. When they called me to try out for this role, I was looking at the script and I was like, oh my God, this is so my personality. I don't have to practice. Like, this is so me. And so I just feel so comfortable being myself, So I'm the auntie. And when we was walking around, when we was filming, it was so funny because the whole production team was just calling us, Auntie, we go eat, Auntie. And we just had so much fun. I really felt like I was in my natural environment, my natural frequency. There's so much people there. I just love it because they support local. There's local actors, local producers, local cast, local crew. And so I really felt at home. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful feeling. Just amazing, Billy.
Do they know what they're in for? I don't know if they know quite what they're in for.
It's so funny. So it was so funny because the energy when we're there, when I'm in a room, right, I can make the energy go crazy, especially with Auntie Leanne. And then today I get this text messages. They're like, Mele, it's quite quiet on set right now. We miss you.
Well, what I'm hoping is that the writers of the show, I'm hoping that they're actually there on set, because when they learn of your dynamic, I have a feeling that they're going to be writing so much more for you in the show. That's just my thinking.
Yeah, no, actually, that's what everybody was saying. I mean, throughout the whole production, when we were walking around, everybody was saying, they're like, you guys gotta come back. It totally fits like a glove. You guys totally match. And, everybody knows all the local families here in Hawaii has their local auntie, the Kolohe auntie, which was us. It's so natural. It fits like a glove. And so I'm hoping that they write us in, because the show that we just filmed is part of the pilot. But I'm crossing my fingers that they actually make us a recurring role. because it just totally, it matches. It just feels good. It looks good. And it just feels pono. And that's what I was saying. When I was there, I really felt at home. Like I belonged there. It was just kind of like a spiritual kind of feeling, but it was just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful experience.
That's absolutely awesome. Okay, so just to clarify, you are still on the radio on Hawaiian 105, correct?
Yep, every morning live with Shannon Scott, the Kolohe crew on Hawaiian 105 KINE 5 to 10. And we just launched a brand new app not too long ago, and we work for Summit Media, and we are the most downloaded app in the world for Hawaii, amongst all the stations that they own across the globe. In the country, Hawaiian 105 KINE is the most downloaded app, and for us, it's a test that the aloha spirit is loved, is felt, not just here in Hawaii, but worldwide. And to know that the people across this world listens to us. And of course, you're part of us too, Billy, Hawaiian 105. You and Lena, Kona Chang, Uncle Harry B, we're all together, one happy family. And so to know that we have millions of listeners that listen to us around the world is just phenomenal. It's just so much blessing. And I want to thank you, Billy, because while people are watching right now, I want to mahalo you because I was your intern when I was in my diapers. But we always pay homage to you, Billy. You, Skylark, Uncle Kimo, Briku Galaterio, Randy Hano, Uncle Sam Kapu, Honolulu Skylark, Crash Aloha. We have you guys pictures up in our studio. So I want everybody to know that it's always an honor to carry on your folks' legacy. And we get to do what we do because of you and all of our teachers. So thank you. We love you.
Thank you. Hey, real quickly here from the gallery, I'm going to make this a little bit larger. I don't know if you can see that. In case you can't see that, I'll read it to you. It says, Guy Hess says, Mele is going to steal the show. So, yeah. Hey, Mele, I want to change the subject for a couple of moments because it is Super Bowl Sunday. I already know the answer to this question, but I'd like you to storytell. There have been bets in the past that have been placed inside of Hawaii 105 on the winner of the Super Bowl. It has nothing to do with money. It has to do with duct tape sometimes.
Yep.
But this year it has to do with a razor and a cheerleading outfit. Can you kind of give us an idea of what this is, please?
So in the past, so every year, Shannon and I, we have a Kolohe crew bet for Super Bowl, right? So in the past, last year we had to dress up in prom dresses. I mean, like full on dolly with crown and everything, bedazzled dresses and high heels. Me and Shannon were in high heels and prom dresses. We got all dollied by Kini Zamora and Dustin Carvalho. And then the year before...
Wait. And I want to mention to the fact of just so everybody knows, we don't know which one is more shocking, Shannon in a dress or Mele in a dress. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Such a tomboy, right? So, and then the year before, and Kelly Boy Dilima duct taped him like a cocoon from the top of his head to the bottom of the feet, and we pushed Shannon on the office chair onto Bishop Street, and that video made the 10 o'clock news. It went viral. It was so funny. But this year, the bet is loser has to wear a cheerleader outfit. Okay, so if I lose, I have to wear a Mililani cheerleading outfit because he's from Mililani. If I win, I chose the Buccaneers, he has to wear a Kamehameha School's cheerleader outfit. Plus, the loser has to get their legs waxed in a cheerleader outfit and then do a cheer.
Okay, no matter who loses, it's going to be scary. So, okay, got it. All right. So, good luck to you. You're taking Tampa Bay?
I'm taking Tampa Bay.
All right. Mele Apana is in the mornings on Hawaii 105 KINE with Shannon Scott, and she's also watch for her Disney Plus, Doogie Kamealoha, and sister, go get them. You're looking good.
I love you.
I love you. And by the way, make sure that you are following her on social media as well. Sister, we will talk to you in a little bit, and go get them.
Okay, I love you.
I love you.
Aloha.
Aloha. All right. So, loser has to be in a cheerleading outfit. So, you have somebody that's probably never cheerleaded, although I think Mele Apana has. While we're on the subject of cheerleader, she's still in there. I can still hear her laughing. I'm going to put her in the green room so she can go ahead and watch the show. Otherwise, she's going to laugh and make comments the whole way through. I love you, sister. She's awesome. Let's talk about cheerleaders for a moment, because on the Kansas City side, this would be Shannon Scott's side. On the Kansas City side, there is somebody who is from Hawaii that is a Kansas City cheerleader. I'm going to introduce you. I'm going to show you the interview that I did a little bit earlier this morning. I must caution you that the bandwidth out of Kansas City was kind of bad because everybody has been loading social media and texting like crazy. So she is one of the new members. This is her rookie year, so she wasn't able to travel to the Super Bowl because of COVID. They had to keep the numbers small. So this is my interview from her with her earlier this morning. Happy Aloha Friday. Here we go with entertainment news for you. We introduce to you someone who's coming to us from Kansas City, Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, from Hawaii, it is Kathryn Teruya, Miss Hawaii 2017. Yay!
Hi, Billy. It's so good to see you.
Kathryn, nice to have you here. You are part of the Kansas City Chiefs organization. You're part of the cheerleader squad. It's your rookie year. You must be excited about your team being in the Super Bowl.
I am so happy, so proud to be a part of the team, and I can't wait for the game.
How are you going to celebrate today? Are you watching by yourself? What are you doing?
I'm going to be with a group of friends. We're staying safe, staying inside, but we're definitely going to enjoy the game together.
Sounds good. What has this rookie season been like, especially with COVID? How has it been for you, and how are you doing?
It's been quite a year. I mean, being my rookie year, I really didn't have any expectations going into the year. I don't know what it's been like in the past, but I've just had the best time. I've been learning so much, being exposed to not only different styles of dance, but really getting to know such an amazingly beautiful group of humans on my team. And I've just been so grateful and so humbled that I get the opportunity to be with them every week.
What's the schedule like for you? I know that because of COVID, it's kind of pared down. So do you go to all of the games when they're home games? Do you get to travel? What's that part of the experience been like for you?
In a normal season, we always do home games, but this year with COVID, it was slimmed down just a little bit. So about a fourth of the team would go to the beginning game, then all of the pros. We were able to expand to about half the team going to every single game. I was lucky enough to be at the AFC championship game this year, and that was amazing.
That must have been amazing there, and the energy must have been amazing. Not what you would be used to, but, on the other hand, you do what you can with the best that you can, and I know that all teams are doing that. I know that home misses you a lot. How much do you miss home, and what do you miss about home?
Oh, my goodness. I miss the people, always the people. The food, too. To be born and raised in Hawaii, and every opportunity that I had at home to go to school, to go to college out there, and it's just given me everything that I've needed, especially when coming to KC. So I'm just so grateful.
Hey, real quickly, I've got about 20 seconds left. Why don't you go ahead and say hi to family or anybody you want to back home?
Hi, Mom and Dad, Anya, Sophie, Lauren, Grandma and Grandpa, Auntie, Uncle, everybody. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for cheering your hearts out for Casey back at home. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. All of my extended ohana, thank you so much. I love you all so much, and I can't wait to come back home.
All right, once again, Kathryn with us, joining us from Kansas City, Missouri, and of course watching intently as Super Bowl gets ready on Sunday here on Hawaii News Now and on CBS. All right, there you go. Boy, yeah, the internet was just tough this morning when we did that interview. But it was great that we've got a Hawaii girl, Miss Hawaii 2017, that is part of the Kansas City cheerleading organization. So there you go. once again, a Hawaii connection, and the only reason why I'm cheering for Kansas City because I don't have a dog in the fight on this one. So, by the way, let's go through. Not too many people are telling us who they're cheering for in the comments. So, if you have somebody that you're cheering for, okay, even if it's not Kansas City or Tampa Bay, you can go ahead and throw it in the comments. And share that with us. That would be wonderful. But nice to have her on the broadcast today. Mahalo to Kathryn Teruya. Let's go ahead. Yesterday on Hawaii News Now, I got to go to the University of Hawaii, West Oahu. So for those of you that haven't, I'll just give you a quick tour. There is the Academy of Creative Media. So what I did was I got a tour from Christopher Lee, who used to work for TriStar Pictures. And he used to be the head of TriStar Pictures. And then he's an Iolani grad, and he came home, and now he is the director and founder of Academy of Creative Media for University of Hawaii System. And so these are some of the new digs that they have out there. So let's go ahead and just show this to you, and I'll kind of walk you through it and talk. So this is inside of one of the theaters, but in this theater, this is where they bring in the motion pictures, and they are able, it's Dolby Atmos sound, and so they're able to control it from there and do different things and make the tweaks that they need. And there's gosh, probably about 90 seats in there. So this is just one of the areas. Let's go to another area here, and I'll kind of fast forward you through it so you can kind of... Oh, this is an area where they make all the props. And what they do is you see the tools that they make here. So they wheel it right across the hallway into this huge sound studio. And notice that they have this device that's right here, right in front of you. So that way you can go ahead and put the lights up on the top, and you don't have to use the risers that I'm going to show you that are in the back of the room in blue. See that? So anyway, this was just a huge studio, and it's wonderful that they have this here. There was another room, creative media. So there's a young woman from the island of Kauai who invented this, who programmed this to do Hawaiian language. And as you pull down the verbs and the nouns, and it makes the object there, and you're able to throw that object up onto this that's being projected on the walls 180 degrees. They're still working on it. It's still in progress. And so this is amazing. And that is Kari Noi from Kauai, who's a student there that did that work. This is just like Star Trek Enterprise. So you touch it, it brings up readings, activated, and see it answers you. And I was just ecstatic. I was tickled. So I started playing with it, but of course, okay, we'll go past that. There's also gaming. Look at the game room right over here. This is for esports. So they've got all the computers, the chairs, the screens. So you got teams of 6 usually playing. And anyway, yeah, right, Victoria? Look at that. Yes, Alcian, it is, but it's to make sure that if you can kind of think about it this way, there's so much, if you're familiar with Sea Rider Productions over on the west side, there's so much talent out there with what they're doing, and Waipahu and Kapolei and the schools, just in the surrounding area. But the hope is that these kids learn what they need to go outside of Hawaii and compete. Or they stay home and work. See? So that's kind of neat. So we featured this on Hawaii News Now Sunrise, and it was nice to be able to go out there. Thank you to University of Hawaii West Oahu for allowing us to tag along. Do you like the ukulele? Wait. Tracy is online. Go Kansas. Keep those comments coming. Okay? KC fan in the house. If you like the ukulele, there's the regular ukulele that we all play, but there's another one called a baritone ukulele, and I caught up with Halehaku Seabury, who told us that he's got a workshop coming up. This is our interview that we did just within this last hour. We're getting a chance to talk story with Halehaku Seabury, who I saw on Facebook is doing a baritone ukulele workshop. Brother, is that true? Give us the lowdown.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been contacted a few times, maybe more than a few times, and people inquire about, they're interested in hearing or adding the baritone to their musical skill set. And I it was enough times that I've noticed we should have people get into it. It's so fun. And there's a history of the baritone ukulele in Hawaiian music and in jazz music. It, and it's in our heritage, something we should perpetuate.
Brother, baritone ukulele is not usually played a whole lot, correct?
Yes, absolutely. It's I wouldn't call it a subset of ukulele, but it takes most times someone special to make it useful. We have people in our history like Kahawanu Lake and Jesse Kalima and Eddie Kamai, who are all baritone players, and they provided such rich history into our musical tapestry. And if we can share and perpetuate those things, we're doing good by our people, right?
Wow, that's awesome. Hey, I gotta ask you. I've seen some pictures. Of course, you're with the group Nā Hōkū, but also I've noticed that Niue has Kama Hopkins and Bryan Tolentino that you guys have been kind of gathering, and so give us the latest scoops. Is there music on the way? Because brah, I saw you guys down at the ukulele store, and you guys were jamming. It sounded beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's always fun. So Nue is myself on a baritone. That's Bryan Tolentino on a tenor, and Kama Hopkins on a ukulele bass. So it's fun. It's like a different set of responsibilities per instrument. Even though when you look at the stage, you see ukulele, and you're like, okay, but how come this ukulele is in the bass range, and this ukulele is playing stuff that belongs to a guitar, and it's just that we've had enough time to work it out.
That's awesome. So does that mean that there might be some new music on the way?
Oh, absolutely. New music on the way. Music that I'm excited about because it like reintroduces things that were introduced to us years ago.
Hmm.
Like we have a song that honors Uncle Hiram Olsen, who recently passed, father of Casey Olsen, and a huge influence for us all. And it's a Splash Lions composition called "In the Heart of Paradise."
That's awesome. Brother, thank you so much for spending some time with us on this Aloha Friday. If you want to find Halehaku, by the way, you can always go to Ukulele Friends Hawaii and on the Facebook side, because they're always on, they're always broadcasting, and they're always talking ukulele, but a whole range of other stuff as well. Halehaku, when are you guys on for that broadcast?
The Ukulele Friends is on Thursday mornings at 10 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time.
Do you have a time
We
for
have
the ukulele baritone ukulele workshops?
Yes, it's going to be February 10th, next week, Wednesday, at 2 in the afternoon.
Okay, and how do they get a hold of you?
You can get in touch with me on Facebook, Halehaku Seabury, or Instagram, and halehaku.com.
Okay.
Is my website.
Final question. So Kansas City or Tampa Bay?
Ooh. I'm going to plead the fifth.
What? Okay. All right. No, that's
Yes,
allowed. That's allowed. All right. Halehaku Seabury here on the broadcast on this Aloha Friday. Brother, thank you very much.
No, thank you. Aloha.
All right. Once again, Halehaku Seabury. Real quickly here, he pleaded the fifth, but there's some people that are obviously going to root for the Bucks because, believe it or not, you played high school band. Yay! Band. All right. Part of the very first halftime show for the first game the Bucks ever played. That's awesome. That's amazing. Jessica, another Bucks fan in the house there. Okay. Alson said Bucks and good move, Halehaku. All right. Some of you are not familiar with Nā Hōkū Hanohano Award winner Halehaku, who's with the group Nā Hōkū and has played with many, many people. But you know what? Since you've seen him and heard him talk, we're going to let you hear him play for just a little bit. We'll play. We featured this before. They put out a video of them just jamming. They were down in the Kamaka ukulele store, and they just kind of set up shop there, and they just started to play, and they turned on the recorders, and this is what it sounds like. We'll play a couple of moments here and just enjoy this beautiful Hawaiian music. And if you want to check out that video, it's available on YouTube, by the way. So just to kind of give you a heads up if you want to see the full version. And I think it goes on for a while. I think it goes for like 20 minutes. So if you want to put that in the background, because Alcian said, yeah, producers are throwing that back up. That's okay. You're going to really, really enjoy that. Mahalo to Halehaku Seabury for joining us this afternoon. All right, so let's get to some of the things that are happening this afternoon and this weekend. All right, here we go. On this Aloha Friday, there's a whole bunch of events that are going on, so let's kind of get through some of them here. Ladies of the Ukulele, I spotted this, and this is coming up for you on Saturday, February 6th, so that would be tomorrow. That's going to be a part of the Moonlight Mele series. Donald Sonata, good afternoon if you're online with us, and he is often. And they are doing some wonderful streaming music there. So look at these names. Honoka, Izumi Hori, Carly G, who's a Nā Hōkū Hanohano Award winner, Ashley Orlando, and Brittany Paiva. Britt, how are you? By the way, you have a beautiful gaming chair that you sit in when you stream. So I just wanted to let you know that. I have to find out what kind of chair that is. So if you want to check them out, go to facebook.com/MoonlightMele, and they are starting up. That's going to be tomorrow afternoon. UH Dance is kicking off. That's coming up 5th through the 7th, and they're doing some streams there, so you can go ahead and check their action. Saw this on Facebook. Kalani Pe'a is in the recording studios, and look who he's got with him. He's got Kimie Minor, and he's got Kalena Ku de Lima. Beautiful voices. And then, of course, that's Dave Tusserone, a Nā Hōkū Hanohano Award-winning engineer that's behind them. So, Kalani Pe'a, by the way, if you watch the movie Finding Ohana, he has a song, an original song, that's in the movie. So, part of, licensing is what they're doing during the pandemic. I saw a comment from him about that, so that's awesome. Amy Hanaiali'i Gilliam is inside of the studios, but who's engineering? The man behind her. Who is that? That's her brother. That's Eric Gilliam. And back in the day, Eric and Willie K used to be together as the Barefoot Natives. Their music is absolutely awesome. You got to go check it out if you get a chance. While we're talking about awesome music, also spotted Robert Casimiro and Bryan Tolentino. They were on Facebook. We caught them there. Kuana Torres Kahele has got, as we understand it here, and we're looking at this, Kuana has a Zoom ukulele workshop, intermediate level, February 21st, March 21st. Let's get into some of the Valentine's shows. Josh Satofi, if you're listening to Hawaiian 105, you've got chances to win and to have Josh Satofi sing to you for Valentine's. And on my radio show on Saturday, I told the story. I says, Josh Satofi, can you imagine that? Big, burly Polynesian man coming over to sing for you. I don't know what he would be wearing, but it's Valentine's. So does that mean that he would be like Cupid Action with the diaper, with the small little bow and arrow, dressed in red or fluffy kind of? But anyway, so Josh Satofi, and you can win a dozen roses. Make sure that you're listening to Hawaii 105 to go ahead and win that from Shannon Scott and Mele Apana. Once again, February 11th is when those shows start up. He's got 4 of them for Valentine's. Anuhea and Justin, your chance to win their stream. So if you want to go ahead and win, make sure that you are listening also to Hawaii 105. And by the way, they're live streaming on February 12th. Anuhea and Justin Young, Nā Hōkū Hanohano Award winners. This guy's absolutely awesome. Jake Shimabukuro, February 18th and 19th. Just saw him on television last night for High Sessions on K5. And get a chance, go ahead and you can go ahead. Sorry, I'm seeing a comment from Guy. What? Mele's not on that too? No. She on which one? On Josh Satofi show? Anyway, clarify that for me in the comments. So Jake is on February 18th and 19th. So there you go. There are your weekend lineup for streaming. There is UH Manoa, that's on. Blue Note, Beat Lele, Amy Hanaiali'i from the Kahilu concert, Keale from Hawaii Public Radio Atherton Studios, which is just awesome because they just had Kailua Moon I think last weekend. Henry Kapono, Keilana are also streaming their performances. Oh, Keilana is live at Doraku Waikiki. There you go. A look at some of the things that are happening for you, and we'll keep on top of that right here on Billy V Live. Let's go ahead. We're going to take another look outside. Okay, we'll do that in a couple of minutes. We're almost done with the show for this Aloha Friday. You're cheering for... Thank you. Not a sports person. Thank you so much. Thank you, Photo Luke Hawaii. Appreciate that. And hopefully we get to go to more events soon. Crossing fingers. Hopefully we get to a next tier. Virginia is cheering for Brady. Not necessarily Tampa Bay, just Brady. You know how many women are also joining you in that. Colleen Patterson says Dallas. That's a good one. That was my first football team that I cheered for and followed. So once again, mahalo to you. Mahalo to Tampa Bay. We were able to see live out there, and that camera is now down. So we're not able to bring that camera up here on the live at the moment. We were just about to go over and talk about that. You were talking about the ukulele group. Thank you. You know, Guy, Mele Apana was just on on a cooking show, and I just saw her the other night, and she was playing ukulele and singing. So, yeah, she is also everywhere as well. So that's awesome. Thank you very much for that clarification. That's going to do it for about the show here on your Aloha Friday. So here's what's coming up next week. We've got a couple of things for you. Steve Aoki is an absolute superstar. If you've ever seen his electronic music events, go look him up. Steve Aoki. I had a chance to have an exclusive interview with him, so that's coming up on next week's show. Also, coming up, producers are setting something else up for me. It is a interview in the works, so we can't talk about it yet because it's not confirmed. Okay, I just wanted to check and make sure on my with the team just before I say anything, so I don't say the wrong thing. Thank you so much for watching. If you are watching the Super Bowl, if you're in Hawaii, we're hoping that you're not going outside of your bubble and you're not having huge Super Bowl parties because, as the Lieutenant Governor said, we don't want the Super Bowl to be an explosion of cases, and that we gotta stay. We're doing really well, I must say. And so I am continuing to cross my fingers and hope that we continue that trend. Alcian Clegg, Seahawks. Nice. Rosie Gonzalez, thank you so much for being here on the broadcast. Hey, if there's ever anything that you guys have questions about, make sure that you're putting them in the comments even after we're done with the show. Baron, thank you very much for being here with us too. And if you've got, I'm sorry?
I think that was my dad.
Oh, that might be your dad. Okay, Dad is watching the show. Yay. We're up to 6 people. That's good. Guy is having Cupid flashbacks. Okay, that scares me. Victoria is on the way. Victoria, I've got a video that I think you might enjoy, so don't leave just yet. I hope that your team wins, and if not, then I hope you get lots of good food for your Super Bowl small party, and I will see you next week, Saturday. As always, our moderators are watching the channels as well as myself. So if you want to throw more comments even after the show ends, you're more than welcome to. Mahalo for following us on Facebook and on YouTube. I think, is it Facebook that they're changing the like button? I've heard that they're just going to... okay, we'll watch that in development carefully. Malama pono aloha ahui ho. I will see you next time. Mahalo to all of our producers that are in studio. We appreciate all the hard work that you guys are doing. And as always, stay safe, wash your hands, wear your mask, watch your distance. From here in Honolulu, Hawaii, we say Malama pono aloha ahui ho. One more, we got a music video, and that's coming up in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 36th annual Nā Hōkū Hanohano Awards.
Kristo Yesu ka Mesia e hilani ukuyaya makalaza pati hallelujah. Ho nani ka